Hi, this is Alex from phpacademy.org, and this is a video tutorial for the new Boston. In this tutorial we're going to look at adding classes to elements with jQuery. Classes, as you might know, for example in style.css, we've included this in our index.php page just up here, so we have a style sheet applied to the page. A class would be something like .bold, and then you could create inside of this font weight bold. So bold is now a class, and we can apply this to particular elements. For example, if we were to come down and create a paragraph here and type some text, and in here we could say class equals bold. Now when we refresh our page, the text is automatically bold. So in HTML we can use the class attribute to apply classes to a particular element. However, in jQuery we can also do this using addClass. So let's go ahead and keep this paragraph and just type this is some text. I'm going to give an ID to this paragraph, so that's just going to be some text. And we're going to create a button which will actually apply a particular class to this paragraph. So we're going to apply a class to this some text paragraph. So let's go ahead and create another paragraph up here with an input button inside. This is going to be a button, the value we could say apply class, and we're also going to give this button an ID so we can check for when it has been pressed. So I'm just going to call this button. So when we press this button, let's just preview it in our browser, we want to apply the bold class to this text here. So let's go ahead and create an external JavaScript file that will allow us to do this. So I'm going to create a file inside of JS folder, and I'm going to call this class.js because the next few tutorials will also be on classes, so we're going to be using this same class file. Okay, so now we're inside class.js, we can actually apply this bold class to this paragraph here to make the text bold. So the first thing we want to do is listen out for a button click. So the button is called button. We reference this with a hash. We say .click. This is the click event handler, and then inside we create a function. We bring that down and we can start writing our code in there. Okay, so now that we've done that, we can use the addClass functionality to actually add this class found in style.css to our paragraph. So our paragraph is called some text, so we can go ahead and reference that as some text. Then we want to say .addClass, remember the capital C, and then in brackets the name of the class. So the name of our class in this case is bold. You won't need the dot, so you just need bold. Okay, so when we press the button, we'll apply the class bold to this some text paragraph, and once we've checked it out in the browser, I'm going to go ahead and tell you why you might actually need to do this. So when we click apply class, nothing happens. Okay, that's because we haven't actually included this class.js file in our page. So let's go ahead and type that out now. Script type and source, and end the script. And the type is text/JavaScript, and the source is js/class.js. Okay, so let's go back to our browser and preview this. Press the button, and that particular class is applied to this text. Okay, so why might you need to do this? Well, let's just say you are validating a form and you had a particular element, for example an input text box, or just some text next to it, or a label. You might want to apply a class through validation. For example, when we click on the submit button or register button, whatever your form is doing, we might want to make the text bold for fields that have perhaps an error. So instead of replacing the text itself and making everything look messy, we can just simply apply a predefined class to an element on our page. So form validation is one way this can be used. However, there are obviously a variety of ways that you can use the addClass functionality.